The loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5. Yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, 15 on it. He can't hang.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And an alley to run. He's got daylight, the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Coming to you. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Jacobs was really good Week 9 in the win over Detroit. 28 carries, 120 yards, 2 scores as well. And the Raiders are 8 games into their season, but Jacobs has actually already broken Marcus Allen's franchise rookie rushing record. He's at 740 for the year. And that puts him on pace for nearly 1,500 yards. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Carr going to throw. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Express. White Monday down. White.
From the 27, Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 43, 15. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now on second and 16, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Let's get it.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 45.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. This give is to McCoy. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down
and they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
93. Get down, get down.
On the draw, Richard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is Harris. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Right 85. Right Monday down. Undercut, undercut.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete here. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
To throw, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McCoy. And an alley to run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A beautiful fake. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Winning nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's coming, double up. Go Chief. Check 13. Kill. OP. Express. Check 31. Check. That's it.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yeah, let's get that.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
I don't need to. I'll go on. Hey, Sunday.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
At the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense. Hey, 43.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Carr to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon.